No, it's more important. Lauren Berbert, I could almost get into it a little deeper with like, how they talk about the squad, like the progressive left. That's much better. Ooh, that really helped my eyes because my eye was like throbbing. When they talk about, sorry, I had got an itch. When they talk about the squad and how I know I'm not yawning at 2:13 in the afternoon when I got like three jobs to do today. When they talk about the squad, I think that we don't think about the Republicans, these new wave Republicans, these Trumpanzees. I don't think we think of them as a squad because they don't identify as a squad, but they are the R squad. They are the Republican, like the future of the party is in their hands because they have the most momentum because they're coming hot off the tails of, yeah, the election was a lie and obviously I believe it and I'll go down to death about it. So if you don't believe it, then you're a traitor, which goes back into what I had already posted, which you can check out on that YouTube. If you go down in the description right now, you can go subscribe to that YouTube. You can go subscribe. You can hit the follow on Twitter. We're going to talk about something on Twitter today, and that'll probably be the last segment. Sorry. So when you see things like this, you have to think about them as a united front. Yes, it could be just for the dumbest of all things, but don't discredit how tightly knit they're working because you laugh at the premise. Okay, anyway, this group, this power hold, it might feel like they're doing it for stupid reasons, right? Like it might feel like, all right, clearly they're like in denial and whatever, and they're just saying it to get attention. They're saying it to own the libs. I understand that like a lot of us will attach the actions of people on the internet to just being trolls because we grew up with the internet. We knew like who was clearly like batshit crazy and who like had legitimate beef. We were there for the deviant arts. We were there for the we were there for the deviant arts. We were there for the tumblers. We were there for the forums. GameFAQs used to be a pit hole. Like, but what gets me is I made this comparison a long time ago. I want to say maybe 2.5 years ago. And I want to bring this back up to make this point about what we're about to read. And instead of reading it and then making the point, I'm going to make the point first just so you understand like why I do what I do when it comes to these things. These people did not think about using Twitter for government stuff. Like the government didn't think about using Twitter for this type of stuff until recently. Now, obviously, Twitter is a brand new thing. I also think that we're so used to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever that we don't realize that these things are actually new, still new in the realm of like technological growth. YouTube started in 2005. It didn't really pick up hard steam until 2007, and it wasn't like a content creator's dream place for like massive amounts of money until the monetization and partner process. And I think that hit around 2009, 2008, 2009. And I remember it because I was one of the first partners. I could have done something with that, yes, I know. But like, I wasn't creating content for a goal at that time. I was creating content in my house because I like to create content. I did guitar covers. I did other stuff. We'll talk about that later. I genuinely think that, hey, that these people are in their Modern Warfare 2 lobby slash DeviantArt slash Newgrounds era of the internet. It's like when the boomers start using the internet and they'll like type weird stuff or they'll like say it in a different form, like, and it feels like, how do you not understand how to like shorten that? Like the whole like three dots at the end of every sentence, the no capitalizations, getting fooled by ads, getting fooled by spam, all that. You know how to deal with that because your general direction towards how you use the internet was to be intelligent and smart. Like you already like could tell, okay, that's clearly not real. Like we clicked on those things before. We had our phase of falling for the spam. We had our phase of falling for the trolls, clicking and losing our passwords. I was hacked by blah blah blah. Like we had our phase with that. These people have not had their phase with that. 40 and older, 35 and older, when the internet was just becoming, they weren't using that. That wasn't integrated into how a lot of jobs did things, a lot of social climate places did things. Like everything was still kind of manual at that time. So that's what they're used to. Now that they're on Twitter, now that they're part of the social media conversation, they're still trying to do the old thing, and we're a lot smarter than that, so we don't get caught up in that. The problem is that the squad is so powerful that they're not appealing to you. They're not appealing to Twitch viewers. Like, they're not doing that. They're not appealing to Call of Duty players. They're not appealing to mobile gamers. They're not appealing to anime fans. They're not appealing to anything in pop culture. They're appealing to the people who are older than that, who will see that and go, yeah, that's right. Because they don't have the foresight to think somebody would just get on the internet and lie. Like, they literally are living the Buster meme. Like, you really think people would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Yeah. I've had 14 years to prep for this. You probably just hopped on this year because you heard Donald Trump was talking on Twitter. Because we create that news cycle, we create that want for that attention, and that drew in a lot of other people. That's where these trolls come in. That's where these bitch people come in. Like, that's where these George Floyd died because of fentanyl people come in. And then you have to deal with the bots on top of that, generating comments based on how boomers talk. And you see, like, you'll see somebody get ratioed stupid hard, and like the person they're talking to isn't even real. So now you come on to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, blah, 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 and you argumentative. And I swear to God, I was going to do a long, like, 4-hour piece. That was last year. Back when I was doing just content pieces, like as full recap videos and then calling it a day on that, I was going to do a whole dissection on how many people on the internet that you talk to are actually real. Somebody said, oh my God, you have a scoring system on Twitter? Like, how could you? And I'm like, it's Sentinel bot. It just warns me about bot accounts. Everybody has a rating because of how they tweet. People who I know are real, I don't care about the rating. I'm just here for like problematic, see? Hey, what's up? We got a prime sub. We love it. We love it. All right, once I get off stream today, I'm going to go through and fix all my notifications cuz like I have notifications set up for follows and bits, but nothing really for
Why?
Nothing really for subs. I think I just didn't think about that at the time. Yo, I appreciate it though. Thank you so much. It helps keeps the lights on. There you get an ad-free experience. Oh, that's the bad thing I gotta tell you. I'm getting off the point. Anyway, the scoring system. And I'll talk about the rest later. The scoring system, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it just tells me when I click on people, like, what am I, like, expecting here? Like, what am I expecting here? That's all. So when you see posts like this, I know I've been talking for a good 10 minutes on it. When you see posts like this, don't discredit it because you know it's dumb. Take it as serious as you would take like a post that you would take serious. And I legitimately mean that. Think about it deeper than just service level stupidity. Like, you're clearly an idiot for believing in this. So what is your actual goal here? And it might be obvious to ascribe it to, well, duh, they're trying to rile up their base so they could like continue to get votes and have attention. Okay, what are the real world effects of that? You're gonna run into somebody who thinks, yeah, Hunter Biden's. I had to delete a friend of mine that I met in high school that I've been talking to for 10 years because he's on the whole, what about Hunter Biden's laptop? And oh my God, the prosecution is failing. And, you know, like corny shit, just real corny shit. But so if Hunter Biden is confused as to the laptop being his or not, how many pictures does he presume, how many people does he presume have pictures of him sleeping with a crack pipe in his mouth at their disposal? His uncertainty of the laptop being his or not even his or not is even worse than him just admitting it. It's a private citizen, bro. It's a private citizen. Sorry, I gotta stretch. Oh yeah, that's that good one. You know when you get the crack in your joints? That'd be that good stretch. Everybody hit that stretch. Hit that stretch. I feel like y'all sitting in y'all chairs. Hit that stretch. But yeah. Was your husband confused at the bowling alley? Her husband showed his junk, his genitalia, to minors. So it's like crazy that she's really on that. Like, I like the see. This is what I mean. It's designed to get you angry. She knows her past. She knows she shouldn't be saying things like this. She knows she shouldn't be putting herself at the forefront of any type of conversation around anybody and like misuse of things of life. But she does it because it gains her power. As long as you stay on the story that you were supposed to stay on, it doesn't matter what happens outside of it. She's not mentioned Matt Gaetz once. Mad Republicans denounced him, but he's still like not being like publicly like shamed or asked to resign by any Republicans. Why? Because they're focused on, oh, the Democrats have power, so we have to dilute it as much as possible. Didn't I say I didn't want that water? That's crazy to me. So I'm not going to go into it or her Twitter feed because it's like, it's just more of the same. If I feel like it next stream, I'll do that. But yeah, case in point, please don't take people who tweet shit like this not seriously. Look at the effect of it first. If it's most people just clowning them, then sure, they backfired. But like, it's just Twitter at the end of the day. These people are still government officials. I'm sorry to say it, but like, they're more protected than you are. So they have now a huge audience to just scream into the void and say whatever. Don't be surprised if in the next coming year she tweets, yeah, the left is trying to make all men gay. And yes, somebody's already said that. The Wicked Witch of the West, Candace Owens. But some people don't say it out loud, and you got to catch them when they don't say it out loud.